Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day here in Tennessee, and I'm going to do a pricing video on my skid. So I'll go through this with some of the prices I remember, but granted they're a couple years old, but I'll update those prices on the screen and let you know what I paid. So first off, the skid is wooden. It's 2x4s and plywood. I don't know what thickness plywood, and deck screws. I probably have $100 in all that. I did just get that this year, so no big deal there. The pressure washer is a Simpson 420. I would not recommend this machine because I've had issues with the motor. I just had issues with this pressure washer. I'll do a whole video just one day just on this pressure washer. It works good now, but if I was going back to buy, I would save a little bit more money or do something and get something a little different. But when I bought this, it was on sale, I think, for about $7.50. So I got $7.50. We'll just say $7.50, and like I said, if I'm wrong, I'll update it on the screen. But I got the pressure washer. I got two 55-gallon clear tanks. I paid like maybe $15 a piece for those here locally from a company. I would just roughly estimate between the bulkheads, the barbs, the hose, well, let's not even go the hose, the barbs, the bulkheads, the clamps, the quick connects on the pressure washer hose, the quick connects, the Jrods, the quick connects on the whip line, quick connects on the water lines. I would just say roughly, I'd say if you had to buy it all, it'd probably be about $200. Okay, and that's not going into detail, that's just kind of a rough estimate. So about $200 in fittings. Let's see, I have a $20 filter right there. Y connector was about, I think, $10 or $15. Ratchet strap holding it all in was about $10. The shut-off valves, I'm including that in the fittings, so about 200 bucks in all of it. And the plugs, all that goes to this, I'm including. Okay, I always have 2 spare tanks to transfer chemical over and hold chemical. So just say roughly it's 15 and that's 10. So just say $30. It's $30 in tanks there. About $30 there. Battery here for my soft wash system was $85. The pump is $125 off Amazon. Electrical wires, crimps, quick connects, probably another 20. I have 75 foot of Flexzilla hose, which is probably running you about $85 now. The hose reel was just a garden hose reel. It is metal. That was 100 bucks. This is 200 feet of high pressure hose. It is $150 a piece for 100 foot. So you're looking at $300 of hose and about $275 on the hose reel. 200 foot of 100 or half-inch polybraid is probably about $200, I believe. This was just a cheap $45 hose reel that I got. The gun was 35 bucks back in the day. I think now they're about 45 if you can find them. Rebuild kits are $15. So I've had this gun now for about 6 years, and I just keep rebuilding it because it honestly doesn't take 5 minutes, 10 tops, when you know what you're doing. I probably have another $100 just in tips, in a Jrods, between the soft wash system, the gun. Add another $80 to that for the ball valve. Definitely recommend, if you're going to do any type of concrete, to get a ball valve. This is the ball valve I'm talking about. It's a DN10 with 3/8 connectors. I use this one so I can quick connect from surface cleaner to the gun, and this is what I use to rinse with when I'm done cleaning concrete. My surface cleaner is a 20-inch General Pump hammerhead. It has been a really good one. The bar got bent doing a pool job. Had to replace the bar, or that bar was bent when it came in, had to replace that bar. But since then, it has been great. So that's a 20-inch General Pump. I believe that was about $350, maybe. Like I said, I'll fact check all these and post them. As I come down here, the ladder was about $250, I believe. The ladder rack is $100 off of Harbor Freight. Those straps are Titan straps. I think they were about $20 a piece, maybe. So the upgrade on this machine, and I'll try to find a link to one, or at least give you the price on one. But this machine was about, like I said, I think about $700. But that pump is a replacement pump. Now that pump's been great, and for whatever reason, this motor has its little spells to where last year I had to have it worked on. I should have just bought another one. A quick, I can clean your carburetor out for $50 turned into a $300 bill. So if I had to have done that again, I would have went to Harbor Freight, got a key turn Predator, and then I wouldn't have been pulling anymore. But this one, the motor ended up wanting to spit gas out, but that's neither here or there. So we'll do another video on that one day. But the pump is an upgrade. That pump, I think, is $400. I got it from Tool Barn. Apparently they're out of business now. So there's other places you can get a 4 gallon a minute General Pump. I think it's like a 40 easy or something like that. So that's an extra $400. And if you're going to be washing houses, more than likely people are going to say, hey, do you clean gutters? And I think this is about a $50 Purdy paint pole. It's fiberglass, so I know it's going to last and not flex too much. And then of course I got the gutter tool. So I got you from cleaning concrete to the house to the roof. So you got your skid, everything's on, your main components, your pressure washer, your soft wash pump, your fittings to connect all those to the hoses, to pull from the tanks, to run through the hoses to go to the job. Pretty sure that's just about it. So I'll put this thing together and show you guys a final price on what if you was to go buy this right here where I'm at, because you may be able to get these tanks cheaper, but I think everybody's going to be about the same on those. And I'll let you know what I come up with. See you guys. All right, so the rough estimate of everything that's on here from the front, just in this truck skid, and that is everything: fittings, hoses, clamps, cam locks, bulkheads, pressure washers, pumps, hoses, gutter tools, extensions, ladder racks, Titan straps, ladders, my cheap reels, my good General Pump reel, my soft wash, battery, connections, connectors, the pump, the wires, everything in here. Okay, Everything that I have in here, the surface cleaner is not in here, but it's in the video. And the ball valve, I don't keep it on all the time, but everything in here is around right at $4,000. It is like $3,700 with this, but the pump was an extra $4, so you could say $4,100. So $4,100 to have what I have here. Everything on this is available on Amazon, Pressure Tech, your local supplier, anywhere you can get stuff. I've gotten batteries at AutoZone. My hose reels, my hoses, I've gotten everything locally that I could, but a lot of this stuff you got to have ordered in. Downstream injectors and Jrods, you got to have that. You know, you got to buy that. I don't have it local. So that's what I wanted to let you guys know. The total on all this, and I know it doesn't look like much. So when you see these guys like a Joe Deere or, you know, the Fresh Rinse, and you look at their trucks alone are thousands of dollars, not including all the amazing equipment on the back. So you could just imagine what one of those costs. But for this to be a beginner setup, from washing the property from the roof down, roof, gutters, house, concrete, you're looking at $4,100 if you was to buy all this stuff brand new today. So just wanted to put that out there, guys. We'll see you next time.